Sure. I got two sets of the melted slices.
Nah. Nah.
Hey.
What up, what up?
Hey, girl.
Go ahead, keep going.
Hey. Hey.
On
Now,
the
will you
one,
fix your
two.
motherfucking head?
I'm trying.
Fix your shit. No,
You know me. I'm
no
not-
wonder your wife and your ex-wife keep telling you to fix your fucking head.
I will for the
God
kids. I promise.
damn. For the
promise.
for the Keats of Korea.
Yes, it's
Fix your shit for that Keats of Korea.
This is how the career starts.
This is how we do it.
What up, what up, what up, everyone? Coming at you. 2Gs and a mic
Wee
podcast.
Mike.
What up? We are now filming these. If you do, catch them on the YouTube channel. If not, feel free to listen to us on the podcast. We go through Anchor, obviously through Spotify,
Yo.
and we are on Apple Podcast as well.
Yes. Probably pull it up on them. Just damn near everything, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Every time I get that link, it pops up with some shit like 6 of the platforms I ain't even fucking heard of.
Yeah.
But-
But no, any of you guys out there listening, please, leave a comment, leave a rating, do whatever. Just have fun with it. We'll have fun with it.
Stop fucking yelling at me on Snapchat.
I know, I'm trying not to.
Not you. Fucking them. I told you last week, they was mad as shit that I was out. I'm sorry, I was sick. They was like, "Big, I need your podcast."
And there was some that were mad because we didn't have that one. So that's why we dropped an extra bonus rant. So
Yeah.
we'll touch base with that. But the biggest thing I would want to tell you guys about that, if you do catch the bonus rant episode, we actually did that one without podcast equipment. This was like before any of us even did anything. So yeah, it was on a one mic deal. Basically, we just had a hair up our ass one day and just kind of went through with it. So yeah, if you guys catch that, you'll know.
Don't put it like that. You came in here with a fucking plan, with a microphone hooked up to your phone, to talk some shit to see if you could give me the fucking set off. I know exactly what the fuck he was doing. Don't try and play all innocent and shit.
But you still did,
I know I still did it, motherfucker.
and you knew.
I knew, and that's the thing is that's a little taste for y'all because we keep telling you we're probably gonna make some of y'all mad and probably offend some of y'all, and it's gonna happen that quick. If you listen to that bonus episode, because the exact words I believe are, I get it. You know what? Nah, fuck it, I don't fucking get it, and then I lost my shit. So that is exactly what it's gonna sound like when one of these days one of us snaps and it just turns into some shit, and you're gonna have to deal with it because that's just how it is.
Just be prepared. I mean, we kind of go nuts sometimes. We kind of go like that sometimes here in the shop. If somebody's in here and just kind of we're clowning on them, we'll throw it. But anytime the way we look at it is just, if we offend you, understand that we were offended or we may have seen a situation like that a long time ago that offended us. But we went out and looked up shit about it, whatever the fuck it was.
To quote suicidal tendencies, I'm sorry, maybe you need to be offended.
Yes.
Just make your ass think a little bit.
I mean, I know we're not ever really like going into detail of our religious stuff yet. So, but one time I was actually offended when I was, very religious at times. And like I said, I went out and started looking at this shit and I was like, wait a minute, this is offensive, but it's true.
Yeah.
So I had to basically check myself on that. So,
That's right.
so what up, man? How you doing? Sunday night.
I'm good, man. It's been a good weekend.
Yes, Easter was last weekend.
Ishtar.
It's Easter. What do we have this week? DMX.
Yeah.
Long live the great.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean,
What?
but
And no, that's not disrespectful to do that.
no.
I'm sorry. What? Fucking, that motherfucker kills me. I used to have one of the prayers off of his album memorized. Even after it was like after I'd been like atheist for like a few years, it was still one of that fucking prayers was dope as shit. I couldn't for the life of you remember it now. I mean, maybe if I smoked enough weed, it might come back. But
Right.
it's just one of those things that I don't know why it just sounded dope the way he fucking did it.
Yeah.
Which is it's part of the reason I got my ordained a pastor, so that way eventually one day I can just break out some DMX sermon shit.
Yeah. So any of you out there celebrating DMX, giving praise, everything, keep
Bump
it up.
that shit. All
keep
fucking
the
day.
unity. We're all together in this.
I was bumping that shit when I pulled into fucking Brigham City Maverick today.
Mm-hmm.
Every fucking pump full of a fucking redneck in a truck pulling a trailer. And they all fucking knew each other. And my ass rolls in with my 20-inch rims, fucking bumping DMX, just like getting down, like all the windows down, fucking cranked up and shit. Hey, go and give it to you. Ah, shit. I was getting down. I jumped out the car and I was like, what the fuck? I'm like,
Hell yeah.
this is my gas station now. You see? I'm up in this bitch.
Oh man.
She gonna give it to you. What?
But yeah, man. I mean, it's been a crazy week. I mean, there's some shit out there. I mean, I would love to rant every day on it, honestly. Like, there's a lot of shit that come up. One day, I will be sitting here on a Tuesday and 3 o'clock, all of a sudden, breaking news, and there's some shit going on. I'm like, I just want to rant.
I know.
But
I'd like to have a little soundproof closet that media could just run into. Just, motherfucker, what the fuck? And just,
Yes.
Just run some shit for a minute. It
So
would
I
be
mean,
fun.
but there's a lot of people out there that, you know, they don't want to get into situations that get loud or anything. You know, a lot of people have anxiety and so forth, and it's like we don't want to be that. Like we're reminiscing about fucking something on a video game or something that we saw one day, and you know, this person's just trying to have their
Get all hype when somebody's in here trying to chill out. We're just screaming about shit.
So I mean, yeah, you gotta take it for what it's worth. Just, you know, we like to have fun. We're gonna try to, you know, throw all the fun stuff out there, but we want you to look at these things in any situation. Excuse me.
Words.
Any situation.
Words.
All I'm gonna ask is just research it. That's all.
Just think for your goddamn self.
That's all.
Just if you have an idea, do some research, and don't just take the first fucking answer that Google gives you.
Keep going.
Don't do that. Just fucking look into some shit, educate yourself, and don't be just. Well, just what I did said on Google that it was this, and I only read the one link, but I believe it because it was the top link. Just because it's the top link doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah, there's been some wrong links.
But read multiple sources, cite them like you do in a fucking book report.
And take credibility
Get
though
your shit.
too.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
yeah.
a lot of things out there. There's some people that won't look at WikiLeaks, but they are actually.
I read on Wikipedia. Oh, that's good because Wikipedia can be edited by a 12-year-old kid that doesn't know shit.
This is true though, but I'm glad that you touched base with that, bro, because they don't have advertising. They have popped up little flags and stuff when I'm searching, and it says, please donate because we don't use advertising.
Yeah.
And I go for that. So I know that there's somebody right now just sitting behind a computer verifying if, you know, DMX won the 92 NASCAR race. I don't know. But
God, I would have loved to see that.
it might show up. It might not. But
X gonna win it for you. Gonna win it for you. X gonna win it for you.
Left turn.
Left turn.
So
Fuck you, John Stewart. Left turn. X. See,
it works.
That's what I want to see in the
It
winner's circle
works.
every fucking time.
Yes. So, but yeah, I mean,
Speaking of black people in racing,
uh-huh.
have you watched the there's a documentary on Netflix about that. That's about an old back in the I want to say 70s.
Mm-hmm.
There was a black black NASCAR driver.
Okay.
And I wish I could remember what the fuck his name was. But it's dude, that's some shit. Like, they were racist as fuck against that motherfucker. Like owners were calling him like an uppity nigger and shit like that.
And just going on.
And he was like, fuck y'all, I'm still gonna race. And was fucking people up, dude. Like, the dude could race. Like, he's still alive and shit like that. Like, there's interviews with him on it. I gotta find what it is just so I can let you fucking know, because it's a dope ass fucking thing to watch.
I was even reading up on all that stuff that like Hitler was doing when they had the Olympics there in Germany.
Oh
Jesse
yeah,
Owens.
yeah.
I'm like,
Jesse Owens. Yeah.
that's why I'm glad. Jojo Rabbit, if you guys have not ever seen that movie, please go watch it. Taika Waititi, he does an amazing just structure of how to hate on Hitler, I guess you can say. If anybody's never seen this movie, what it is about this little kid in Germany who was growing up to be a soldier, and his imaginary friend is Adolf Hitler. But the guy playing Adolf Hitler is Taika Waititi, the guy that wrote and directed this movie. This is his own original movie, too.
Yo.
So,
And he's part Jewish.
yeah, he's part Jewish, so he took this in an interview. He stated that it was like a big fuck you to Hitler, which was funny as shit. And the best part about it that I love that you guys will see is that he keeps offering this kid cigarettes.
As much as I love that movie, my favorite thing about that movie is to listen to Taiki talk about it, where he's like, so I'd be giving him direction. I didn't, like, because he'd be on set, he was directing and stuff like that, so he'd have to be dressed up as Hitler. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, well, then I got to go give him direction. I'm like, okay, so what I need you to do is this and that, and then do it like this, and then do it like that. And he's like, and then I would catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror and realize that it's basically Hitler giving them directions. And real quick, I'd put my brakes and be like, it's just a suggestion. Like, if that's what you want to do, that's fine.
Yeah. Because he didn't. Sometimes he'd forget he was
he was dressed as Hitler.
Man.
Yeah. So the name of that Netflix documentary is Uppity, the Willie T. Ribbs story.
Okay.
Watch that shit if you want to watch some shit that's fucking dope.
Okay. That book's supposed to be coming out soon, so as soon as I get charged for it, I'll let you know. And now that we'll be on this, there's a book that we're getting. It's The Shit Went Down on This Day by James Fell. Basically, during the cast, we'll like go over some of the cool fucking. It's every day, so everything that we look up will probably be within that last week.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's supposed to be some amazing shit in there, and I guess he's even documented. He says "fuck" like 900 and some 1,000 times.
Oh,
yeah, it's one of the most high book or one high words.
On this day, this motherfucker is just.
Yeah. Well, because it's a lot of stuff that people have left out in history, and that's what he's trying to touch base on. And it's just
that happens.
well,
people leave stuff out of history.
Never.
Like the white people make it so they don't look quite as bad and have such a big kill streak.
Quite as
Quite,
bad.
quite as bad.
Oh man.
They white up the history.
Yes.
Don't make themselves look quite as kill streaky.
Yes. It's just.
And I stand by that statement. I stand by that fucking statement from that fucking rant. White is a goddamn kill streak.
Yeah.
You can bitch at me all you fucking want. It's a goddamn kill streak. You know who just shows up and just kills motherfuckers? Be like, that's mine now. Fucking white people.
Yeah.
Can nobody argue it?
I can't.
And anybody that does has never opened a fucking history book.
Yes. I don't know.
But
Dude.
what about Genghis Khan? Okay, there's your one.
Anybody outside of this.
Guess who took it back from Genghis Khan?
Right?
White people.
He was a big murderer too.
Yeah, no, it's right. Hey, man,
They talk about Stalin being a big killer too.
Well, hey, if you look at it, Stalin had numbers.
Oh yeah.
Stalin had numbers. And everybody looks at Hitler and be like, look at that motherfucker. And didn't say nothing about Stalin. And Stalin was putting up motherfucking boards.
And you know why? You know why nobody said anything?
Because he stayed in the back. He's like, no, yeah,
no. At the time, it was against Russia. It was. But why did we not say a fucking word to them? It was the same time Hitler.
Because we was Stalin for time.
We were what they call friends, bro. They were best friends. They were allies.
I like the dad joke better, but I'll tell you, it's true. It's true. We were Stalin for time. But you're right. At that point in time, we were allies.
Yeah.
So I get it.
And then, I mean, a lot of people do kind of bring up this argument about him being an atheist, which is true. Stalin was an atheist. Yeah. The prime minister of China right now is an atheist. So, I mean, it's still whoever's in power.
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un, same thing.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's also like 5'2". So.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying that their beliefs, and they still have this like hatred towards humanity.
Well, you don't start to hate people because you're an atheist.
Well, no.
That's not the way it fucking works. I hated people long before I was a fucking atheist.
But no, a lot of people...
Now I just don't be like, sorry, Jesus, because I don't like Todd. Fucking...
A lot of people try to say that Hitler was an atheist. He was not.
No.
He was a Catholic.
He was a vegetarian.
Well, yeah.
That's why he was so goddamn angry.
He didn't smoke either. He was so against... They actually stated that they were trying to ban...
That dude was... If he would have got his way, there was no cigarettes. You didn't eat meat. Mm-hmm. You praised the fucking all day long.
Catholic.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was some staunch shit coming from that motherfucker. Don't act like he was just trying to take over and just wipe motherfuckers out for no fucking reason.
And any of you out there trying to say, no, he wasn't Catholic. I own Mein Kampf.
Read
and
that
if
shit.
You read that shit. Oh my God. You would just be so surprised at what this guy was thinking.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I've been dealt with a lot of racism growing up. You know, just being who I am. And a lot of times it was because of how I sound. It was because of who I was. And had I not known to just let go of my ego or pride at that time, I would have started that. But if at any time within this shit that we start like ragging on people, I want anybody outside of this country to know that, you know what? I would actually be directing it more towards just American-born people. Yeah. Just straight up. Like, if anybody's going to take any offense of what we say, it needs to be the American-born people, because we were born here and this is what we see. Why is nobody else seeing this shit?
Well,
nobody wants to research
it. I will throw in a caveat. I know a lot of people in the UK that are white just as racist as some down south redneck motherfuckers.
Okay.
It's and I'm not excusing it. Trust me, there is I know on both sides of the color line there is racism.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Oh,
I wholeheartedly get it that there's some black people that like to call us crackers and talk their shit, and I get it. But at the same time, it is far more earned than us looking down on black people.
yes.
Far more earned for all the shit that we've done, all the shit that we put through, and the way they get treated on a daily fucking basis.
Yes.
Part of me's like, I get it. I really fucking do.
Yeah.
I understand it. There's a lot of shitty white people. I'm not saying there's not shitty people all over. Wow, that sounded like a Trump thing, but everybody's got some shit in them.
And if you're not,
Jesus.
if you know for a fact deep down that you're not one of these people that looks upon somebody else because they're cool, keep it going.
Yeah.
Like, just please keep it going, because people of color do see that. They are seeing the ones that are out there trying to fight for the
Yeah.
cause. And, you know, whatever it comes about. I always tripped out because, like, I have family who would sit there and just be racial against, and I'm like, you're brown. Like, how do it was almost to a point where I was like, how the hell do you get to be racist? What? Like, I didn't know. So that's why, I mean, growing up, it really, I don't know, it just got to me sometimes when I was like, I'd be around someone and it's like, you knew who this person was, and then all of a sudden they're not around anyone and they're starting to say shit. You know, I'm not gonna mention any names, but I have a really close best friend from back home who still to this day,
Just like skill. I'm not racist, but
and I'm like, dude, we went to school with people like this, and you're talking like this?
Yeah.
You know what kills me? If he's listening, anybody's listening, cool. He can take this judgment for what it is. But you know that one, the way that they look at it with the twins, sometimes like, there's a chance of one being homosexual.
yeah.
I have that feeling it's gonna happen with one of his twins that he has, and he's gonna take it so fucking hard because he is like religious to the heart. And I'm like, and I think this is where his bigotry and shit comes from. I'm like,
Well, that's usually a pretty good sign of it.
yeah. So when it happens, I'm like, I know what I'm gonna do. If he starts talking to me about it, I'm gonna actually intervene and be like, bro, no, don't even fucking start. Like, this is your kid. You need to love your kid.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm gonna start with. So,
Yeah.
but I see it coming.
I never fucking understand that, dude. Like, I've seen that. I saw it with friends that I was growing up with. I've seen with fucking students that I've taught that when they come out as gay or trans or whatever they come out as, that their parents are like, well, not my kid. There's no fuck. No, you better fix your shit. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, your kid didn't kill somebody. Your kid didn't go on a shooting spree. Your kids just decided that they want to express their sexuality or they identify as something else than from what you are. Why the fuck does that matter? They're still your fucking kid. Mm-hmm. They still need love. They still need someone to be there for them. What the fuck difference does it make? It's not hurting you. You just can't see past this black and white bullshit picture you've painted for yourself and fear fucking change. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. You fear what you don't fucking understand. So either educate yourself or shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down and let the people that actually have educated themselves that are trying to understand, because granted, I don't understand it all. I don't. There's a lot of shit that I'm like, I don't get it. But at the same time, tell me your pronoun, tell me how you want me to address you. I'm cool. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
That's all. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about anything else. And I don't get it.
And before we start touching base one of these days with like cultures and, you know, racism and so forth, like, this is where I'm trying to start with, is the American people. Like, everybody wants to like, oh yeah, this, and you know, US this, and it's like, okay, what are the values that this country has been built on? How many years have we been at war? This whole time that we've been established as a company.
No, see, that's way more correct.
And
I will give you that. That is way more correct that America has been founded as a company in 1776. I will give you that easily.
quote me on it.
Not even a fucking factor am I going to argue that shit. That we established a company more so than a country.
Yes. But, and everybody wants to take pride with it. And I'm not telling you guys not to be prideful. It's like, you have to understand is how you're being prideful, how you're showing your pride. All these people out there who are from the South who just sit there and wave the Confederate flag. It's like, do you not research this? And everybody that tells you
It just means the South can rise again.
it's a
symbol,
rebel flag.
It's a symbol of the South.
it's
Yes, it's a symbol of the Confederate South.
yes, and that's what they don't realize. I was told that the way that black people see the Confederate flag is the way that the world sees the Nazi flag.
It wouldn't surprise me at all if it's exactly the same.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, and I understand. And so it's like, okay, now we're getting rid of these statues. Tell me where in Germany there's a fucking statue erected of Adolf Hitler. And yeah,
You leave up the concentration camps so you can go visit them and learn from them, the same way you leave, Gettysburg.
yes,
But the black people in those communities don't need to take a left on a street that's named after an oppressive Confederate fucking general to see a fucking statue of another oppressive, slave-owning, killing Confederate statue.
But-
That's uncomfortable as shit.
it is.
Just basic living. You already have the basic fear of every day you have to worry whether or not you're too black for the community that you're in, or if somebody is going to observe you as being too black and that you're automatically a criminal. And then you have to leave your house with those fears and drive on a street named after a Confederate general that leads you to a statue of a Confederate general that maybe you're too black to be in that neighborhood. What the fuck?
I can't believe we're still living in a time like that.
That's just a quick, brief summation of it.
Yeah.
And I understand everyone. Well, what I mean, no, that's uncomfortable as shit.
And yet they want to get mad at us because we're the ones that want to speak out about this shit
But
and want to.
here's the thing: there's no way in hell any white woman has to live on a street named after her rapist and then drive up that street to a statue of her rapist. Never gonna fucking happen. So why does the black community have to drive on streets named after Confederate fucking generals to a statue that leads you to a Confederate fucking general?
Exactly.
It's 300 years ago. Get over it. How about fuck yourself? I didn't know enslaved. That didn't have anything to do. You're right. You didn't. But you were still part of a system that is based on that systemic racism.
And you want to keep going.
And you're not doing anything about having any sort of change in it.
It's stupid.
And anybody that wants to come at me right now about me having white guilt or any shit about that, you can go fuck yourself. I hold no guilt for the fact that I'm white, but I do understand the fact that I'm white, so therefore I have privilege just because of the color of my fucking skin tone. It's that fucking easy.
And it's sad that I've even put forth that, like, just listening to me on a phone call. I said, oh, yeah, hello. I can tell the fucking difference. And it's like, wow, like, how can you just start talking or just be in a situation where someone looks at you and like, oh, hey. It's like they're just comfortable. It's like, that's sad. That's sad that you look at someone who's just different than you as different. Like, I don't get it.
I can say this. I have been in situations involving police officers where I was the one that was wrong. Mm-hmm. In a situation with a man of color. And I'm the one that got drunk. I'm the one that started shit. I'm the one that fucked up. And that dude caught way more shit than I ever did.
Here in Utah?
Because I was a fucking white boy. It's that fucking easy. I don't care. I've seen this shit first fucking hand. I've seen and lived the shit. I don't fucking care what you say. Oh, just because you're white doesn't make your life easier. It does. Do I have a better credit score? No. Does it mean? But just the fact that if Mike G walks into a fucking interview and I'm me, even with my tattoos, and I'm me, and I sit down to that interview, I have a way more open-minded person across that fucking table from me than if Mike G walks in as a black guy.
Okay.
There's way more opportunity for me being the white version than there is for the other guy. It is way easier for me to get into that job than it is for him.
Yeah. And that's just
Straight up.
That's the bullshit we're living.
Yeah.
In. And I don't know. I'm gonna be a voice for anybody who can be, who can't. Just don't worry. I will do what I can to help the oppressed. If you want to ask my opinion on which side I'm going to sway to, I don't like to. Obviously, we always talk about that neutral median, fucking the gray area. We know it. We know how to establish ourselves within that shit. You know, if we there's days where we could sit there and say shit and we'd literally stop and bite our tongue and think, you know what? I don't want to. We have that choice to not even have to deal with it. So if you're gonna come at me and be like, whoa, if you're not with me, you're against me, you come at me with that bullshit, cool. Then there you go. Whoever's being oppressed in the situation, that's whose side I'm on. Because why? Because fuck your victory.
If your world is that black and white, if you're not with me, you're against me. No, I'm not. I don't have to be with you or against you. Hell, I don't even have to try and understand your point of view if I don't fucking want to.
No.
But I usually will, because maybe it's got some answers that I don't fucking have.
And we're always learning something new every day. So
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is I refuse to be the person that doesn't value knowledge. I'm 40 fucking years old. Mm-hmm. And I got a stack of fucking, 12 books next to my bed right now that I will read through, and then I'll go next week. Tomorrow, I guarantee you can probably find me at the fucking bookstore buying more goddamn books. Why? Because I fucking want the knowledge.
And you can't steal the knowledge from this shit. It's not that you can just go and look at a book and be like, oh yeah, I know everything that's in this book.
You can't go through there and read 2 paragraphs and be like, oh, cool.
You have to read the book. And cool, get mad if we're calling somebody out there. Because we've had clients before that said, oh, well, my uncle told me that this was going on because he saw it on... And wait a minute, your uncle? You didn't look up this scenario yourself? You don't know how many people were this or what? No, just... Dude, no. Fuck no, don't even start with that. Like, I've actually stopped clients and like, no, please don't. And like, what? Like, you don't remember back in high school when we had to do term papers and fucking write essays, 4 or 5 pages? Yeah. How many times did you have to cite the sources? Like 3 to 5, 7? Exactly. And you're not even willing to go and take a fucking chance of this technology in your hand to go look it up? No, you'd rather post a fucking selfie.
And here's the thing that I don't get. If you don't want to read, guess what? There's things called books
on tape.
Yeah. I mean, granted, books on tape aren't a thing anymore, but there's a fucking...
What's a tape?
Well, right, I know, there's plenty of... What the fuck's the tape? Shut the fuck up.
And roll down the window.
Yeah, right. Use your hand crank to roll down your fucking window. Put your book in tape on.
All the millennials right now.
Buckle into your 83 Honda Accord. Fuck.
And don't give us this bullshit about the new cars either, because I have family members with some of them new hybrid cars already still fucking up. Don't even start. Fuel injection. But anyways.
Yeah, fucking go to Audible. Have somebody read a book to you, motherfucker, because I bet you don't read because your mom didn't read to you.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And just get mad.
I don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck.
Oh, you're going to get mad at me because I read. Cool.
I'm sorry that I can use multisyllabic words. I'm sorry. I was saying the word facetious when I was 4. Suck a dick, buddy.
Twice.
Don't care.
Twice.
If I don't fucking get it. How can you honestly communicate anything if your dialect is so small and so narrow?
Or just narrowed down to just your phone.
Yeah.
How? What?
Well, I just don't. How are you ever going to possibly communicate any kind of idea, motivation, anything, if you don't have the words if you don't have the knowledge and the words to fucking do it?
But yet you want people to believe you.
Like, there's no way in hell I can sit here and have this conversation with you if you had a fucking 5th grade fucking dialect.
Yeah.
Like, if you hadn't read a book since high school, 1, I wouldn't be your friend. And 2, I couldn't fucking talk to you like this. Yeah. There's no way we could share ideas about anything at any kind of intelligent plane if you simply couldn't grasp and wrap your fucking head around it.
I just
don't get it. Read a goddamn book. Watch a fucking YouTube video about science. Fucking something that increases your brain function, for the love of fucking God. It's not that hard to bring some sort of intelligence to yourself. And if you're too much of a lazy fuck to do that, shut the fuck up and let the people who thirst for knowledge and want it have the discussions about important shit.
stop intervening because it's annoying.
If the only thing you can, I'm fucking white and fuck him. Guess what, Buford?
That's not a reason.
Go back to fucking your sister. Shut the fuck up. The adults are talking here.
Yeah.
Take your tooth back to the dentist and see if he can give you a second one. Cause fuck you.
And I don't know. This is why it's cool if we're gonna attack anybody. Like I said, anybody outside of this country, just no, we miss y'all.
There's a reason they make fun of us.
Yes. If any of you out there can hear us, please.
Well, and granted, a lot of the media is because, unfortunately, anytime there's any kind of news piece or something, they go and find Hickville, USA with the one fucking strap done up on his fucking overalls that he's got from his grandpa's grandpa, standing out front of his trailer going, I don't know, I heard a loud noise and then my trailer blew away. I don't know where my wife/cat went. There's a reason they fucking make fun of us, because it's the way we represent ourselves. And then we elect a giant fucking orange with tiny fucking hands and a sensitive fucking ego to be the leader of the free world. Fuck!
Yeah.
And you wonder why they go, I don't want to deal with you anymore.
The American dream is not the American dream anymore. So anybody out there, I'll trade spots. Cool. I'm willing to go and visit another country for a while.
I'll add this in too. I'm not picking on your president because I don't like any of them because I don't fucking trust the government. It just happens the orange one was dumber, louder than the rest of them.
Especially the Bush one.
Holy fuck!
The
dude choked on a pretzel and puked on the Chinese consulate. Great, dumb. I get that.
Got two
Dumb.
shoes thrown at him.
He had reflexes though.
Yeah.
That woo!
But
Neo Matrix
still.
out of the fucking way to them shoes.
But fucking still
Fucking tard.
I didn't think it was even possible.
See, that's the funny thing now is if you go back and watch him now talk,
Yeah.
he's a goddamn genius. It may be like Rain Man genius, but he's fucking brilliant now.
And if you're getting mad out there because we're kind of attacking the situation, the only thing I'm going to say is that everybody that told me, well, he's doing great, blah, blah, blah. Everybody kept telling me that he speaks his mind. Okay, he speaks this, he makes everybody riled up, but he doesn't conclude whatever conversation it is that he's throwing out, whether it's healthcare, whether it's infrastructure, whatever, he doesn't give details. So if you want to attack anything on the basis, here we go. Save the children hashtag. It fucking pissed me off when I had like a little nephew post that shit. He's all talking shit on the whole Biden situation. Like, oh, y'all motherfuckers pick a pedophile. Cool. Whatever. Whoever voted for him, cool. But yet, he doesn't look at that. There's fucking pictures with Trump and Epstein, and yet he's sharing the Save the Children hashtag. What the fuck, dude? Like, pick one. And I don't get it. And you don't want me to attack you? Fine, don't listen. If you do, cool. You're understanding.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Fuck it all. But if me making fun of Trump is me attacking you, you have bigger fucking problems than what the fuck I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
If me making fun of your favorite president, or your religion, or the dumbass pants you're wearing, or any of that shit makes you feel like you're personally fucking attacked and that he's being mean to me and he doesn't understand me. Guess what? I probably don't fucking want to. I'm sorry. I don't know why the fuck I keep saying sorry, because I'm fucking not. I'm not. No part of me feels any sorrow for saying, fuck the orange. I don't fucking care. And the other thing is, all the motherfuckers like, let's see, I don't know what happened to all the Biden people. How come they're not fucking, I don't see this fucking, all your fucking bumper stickers and your flags. Yes, because he's a fucking elected official. We elected Joe Biden to do a fucking job. We didn't elect Joe Biden to suck his dick and worship and be able to what the fuck he wanted us. He's a fucking elected official. He works for you to do what you want to for the country. Not to stand there and be like, oh my God, you're so fucking good. I fucking love you. Oh, fuck that. I won't even do that if Jesus comes back.
Yeah.
I damn sure ain't doing it for a fucking elected official that spends half the time talking ignorant, inciting racism, and is just basically a fucking ego trip trying to stroke his own fucking dick. And they all fucking do it. Trust me, I'm not defending any fucking government official.
No.
Especially at that level.
But as our
Fuck them in the House of Representatives, fuck the Senate, and fuck the president and the vice president. I will say it because I don't fucking trust them. Why? Because I don't fucking trust the system. Local officials and shit like that are trying to do shit at the groundwork, I will talk with you, I will discuss with you, I will happily try and put some shit into fucking action, but the federal fucking government can go fuck itself. I don't trust you.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't. And
But do we still vote?
yes, fuck yes.
Because why? Because it's our main right. It's our most acclaimed right
Yes.
in the United States of America.
Here's the other thing, people, you need to understand. We are the only civilized country in the world that has a two-party system. Two. Left or right. That is the only fucking modern civilization in the world to have a two-party system. And you have to face the fact that in a two-party system where our country is run like a company that probably neither one of those fucking sides of the system gives a fuck about you, but really cares about how much money they're going to make off of it. It's straight up fucking fact.
And I still, to this day, see posts about people like, oh, well, where's all these 80 million voters that voted for Biden? Really? Is that like the only thing that's going to conclude that makes you feel comfortable that somebody actually did vote? Is that what's going to make all you out there just feel more comfortable? That's what I don't get. This is, oh, well, I don't see any of the Biden fucking... There's not Biden supporters. There's people that voted. You want to know the deal? Cool. We discussed this shit. For the first fucking time, we actually took our voting seriously. Because we're like, cool, if we're not going to be part of the electoral, at least we'll be knowing what the fuck the vote is for the... Yep. So fine, I guarantee you, I'm not the only one. And I'm going to tell you, yeah, we may have voted for Biden, but I guarantee you that more than half of the voters that did vote for Biden didn't want Biden. They wanted somebody other than fucking Trump. Okay, so they exercised their right.
Yep.
Does it matter what we vote in here in Utah? No, it doesn't matter. Trump still won Utah. But yet, you want to get more acquainted with this shit? I voted for every female. I don't give a shit if they're a Republican. I don't give a shit if they're a Democrat. I voted for all the females. So get mad all you want, cool. Let the females run this country for a minute. Let all these white men up at fucking Congress sit your ass down.
Right.
Fuck Mitch McConnell, fuck Matt Gaetz, fuck them all. Fuck y'all.
Good old Yertle the Turtle just cock blocking everything he fucking can.
Oh my God.
God, I hate fucking Mitch McConnell. That's right, I said it. Fuck Yertle the Turtle.
So if you want
Sorry,
to
that's
know,
an unpopular opinion, actually.
so there you go.
Very popular.
There's our vote. Cool. No, 2 people accounted for. There you go.
Right.
I guarantee you. So keep it up. Everybody out there who understands this, that knows that cool, fighting for politics, fighting for rights, keep it up. That's all I'm asking you. If you're out there fighting for people's rights, everybody in Georgia right now and so forth, keep it up. Don't stop. And everybody in your own certain party. This is for the NRA too. You guys want to people stop fucking talking shit on your gun control and everything? Cool. Here we go. Check your shit. If somebody in your party or somebody in your league or somebody in your fan base is fucking up, check their shit. You don't want people fucking with your rights? Cool. Check your own people. This goes for everybody. Not just fucking Republicans, not just fucking liberals and Democrats. Everybody. I've seen videos where there's like one race, kicking out another race in a fucking birthday party because they're using the picnic. Nobody knows the full story on it. But if somebody's being rude, check your shit. If you're Mexican and you go and you see this other Mexican dude fucking yelling out slurs to somebody else, check your Mexican boy. Because that's where it starts from. So everybody who was born here, yes, this is why we go at it with you guys here. Mm-hmm. Everybody who comes here, understand we have rights, we have taxes, we have things that make this country run. So if you come here to America to bitch and complain about our system here, sorry, that's the way we go. And we need to start with the American people first with this shit so we understand which way to go, at least.
Look, I'm hit on the other side of that. When you come here from a different country and you're, I don't know, let's go with Islamic or Muslim, there are going to be ignorant motherfuckers that will scream and yell at you for wearing your hijab and praying and shit like that. they do not represent the majority of us because we understand that you probably came here for a better life to practice your freedom and stuff like that. I understand that. I get that. Fucking Tucker over there to the left screaming, take your goddamn funky fucking weird hat off and go fuck himself. I get it. You came here for reasons to better yourself, to bring something better for your children, which is what fucking America is supposed to be about. A melting pot of culture and bringing people together, which is why we're supposed to be the greatest country in the world, because we bring everybody here and build them all into one nation and we get the best parts of everything. But fucktard McGee over there that's not done banging his sister just went, no, it should be white. Everything should be fucking white. No. You know what? No. Because I like mayo. You know what's better than mayo? Fucking fry sauce. Why? Because you put some ketchup in there, it tastes a little bit better, got some more fucking flavor. Not so bland now, bitch. It's got some spice in it. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And yeah, I use fry sauce because I'm fucking Utah.
And that's how we see it. It just, you come here, you want your, I've never had a Muslim come to my door and try to tell me to join the Islam religion. I've had a few Jehovah's Witnesses, and of course LDS.
Okay.
But it's so weird because I'll even ask the LDS missionaries questions about stuff here, and they're like, no, that's not how it goes. It's like, that's how they do it here.
I'm like, oh,
And-
you must be an out-of-state Mormon.
Yes. So everybody's different. That's what I'm trying to look at. Is that everybody, no matter what, you could be driving a car right now, a taxi. You could be going up an elevator at your job. You could be walking into the Walmart right now listening. You could be grooming your pet at Petco. Making your kids dinner. Whoever you are, whatever you are. I know that we're not ever going to get on 100% basis of what you feel.
Look, if you're listening to this and you're walking into Walmart right now, go into the toy section or the electronics section. Let me know if they get the 2-pack of the Ninja Turtle movies of Leo and Donnie.
Okay. And then...
Then Snapchat your homeboy.
But no, if you're out there and you are, trying to be just a better person every single day, no matter who you are or whatnot, just, keep going. Keep going, keep being that positive, keep, help out the next person. And, if I'm going to just kind of show how things should be, the other day, I was at the Walmart and one of those guys came up to me, asked me if I wanted some tamales.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, I'm gonna give him a try. And he even gave me a deal, he was told me how much for one, and gave me two.
They some hustling motherfuckers.
But I got home. And obviously my mom has been making tamales my whole life. These
I like that's the most Mexican thing you said. Tamales.
Anyways, I started eating these. And it's like whoever was making them, took one spoonful and just threw it there in the meat and then rolled it up.
Oh, really?
One spoon.
Oh, see, no,
like a teaspoon.
See, you don't fuck it up.
And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So the next time this guy comes up to me, I'm going to tell him straight out. And I'm going to even tell him in Spanish. Like when he comes like, hey, you want some? Not when you're going to be putting meat in the fucking tamales like that. No. Because, come on. If you're going to fucking make some money, give good product.
Look, here's the thing. I get that. I know. I see them all the time. There is one motherfucker in this northern part of Utah that I will buy a fucking parking lot tamales from. One.
Smile guy.
It is the Mexican that sells the parking lot tamales with the white teeth. And everybody right now that hears this and knows who I'm fucking talking about knows him by that description.
Yeah.
Is the tamale guy with the white ass teeth? Because that motherfucker got like fucking white teeth.
I've seen him. He actually asked
Those
me,
tamales, buy those motherfuckers. Because those tamales are fucking tamales. And they are good. And that motherfucker is dope as shit.
Is that good?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, they're good shit. Like that's like I've done the hey man, you want some tamale? And I bought them. I'm like, all right, same kind of thing. Like there's a scoop. This motherfucker sells like tamales your mama would make. Like they some good shit.
Okay. So keep that in mind, everybody.
That dude needs his own Facebook page because I keep hearing about it.
Yeah.
Because in that you're from Ogden page, get there's posts on where the motherfucker's at. Like that dude's got it fucking going for him. They're like, oh, dude, I saw him down at the Walmart on 12th Street. And homie, motherfuckers bounce out to go talk to that motherfucker. That dude's got free marketing all day long.
As long as he's got good tamales,
Yes.
he'll keep selling.
Yes, I heard.
You ever seen that one meme that says like the guy comes into Lowe's or something? He's like, "Hey, there's a guy out there in the front selling tamales," and he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll take care of it." And he goes out there. He's like, "Hey, are you the one selling the tamales?" "Yeah." "Let me get 2 dozen."
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Oh shit! And I mean, there's gonna be shit out there you guys don't like either. I mean, there's always music, movies, TV, anything. Nobody's gonna like the same.
Just
shit.
me in general.
Nobody's gonna always like the same shit. So just, you know, love the next. I don't know. I always want to feel like there's faith in humanity.
Yeah.
And as long as I'm gonna do that, cool. I will always choose just the best outlook of whatever situation it is. So
Yeah, that is where we differ.
if people can't, well, no, that's fine. If people can't see that, cool. But I mean, I'm the type that, cool, if you get mad, walk away.
Yeah.
Don't seek redemption. But if you're being attacked, yeah, defend yourself. Fucking eat the motherfucker.
Then I stabbed him.
The stab.
No, actually, going back to the DMX dude, I heard a quote from him the other day. It was like, I think it was about a month or so ago.
Uh-huh.
He was talking to somebody. They asked him like, like what about you boys and stuff like that. He's like, just trust him. He's like, just trust him. Trust a thief to be a thief. Trust a liar to be a liar, and just expect that from him. And then that way you know what you're dealing with. And I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense actually. If you're a liar and I just trust you to be a liar, when you start lying to me,
That's what I know.
I expected it. That's exactly, you just trust you to, a snake is a snake. Just trust that.
Yeah. So,
And fuck Tucker Carlson. I don't know.
and the Swansons he wrote in.
And then Swanson's hero. I just had to get that. It just pops out. It just rolls off the tongue so well.
I
A grown ass man wearing that many bow ties. And yes, you can find pictures on my Snapchat of me wearing a bow tie once, but it was like twice. And I was wearing them because of Matt Smith, not because I've fucking been wearing one since I was 12 with that fucking Swanson check money.
it
Go ahead, say it.
it's
Say it.
just more like just I
Tucker Carlson.
he's just a person that like I despise. It's like
That dude, that is what's one of the most punchable faces in America.
yes.
It really fucking is.
I guess he's getting mad because people are just treating him bad out in public.
Well-
It's like, well, if you're gonna be a fucking dick,
If you're a hate mongering, face punched looking motherfucker that wears a goofy ass bow tie and just likes to talk shit and
has that just stupid ass fucking.
see, here's the thing, dude.
face
Is,
on
is
him the whole time.
I have tried to watch his program.
Yeah.
I can't. 10 minutes into it, I'm like, but wait, you didn't mention the other like 85% of the story. Like you just cherry picking the shit that makes you
Wanna hate this guy.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah. And that's what I mean is like a lot of people out there, especially, just political people, they get mad like, well, this is not how it is. This is the liberals are fucking it up and everything. It's like, okay, cool. Have you tried looking it through their eyes? Have you tried taking upon this? Because that's what I do. Like I was following Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, fucking all them guys for a while. Because why? Because I wanted to see.
Yeah, see what the other side was.
I'm not gonna sit there and hate on these guys without knowing what the hell they're talking about.
Well, and that's the thing is, do I like Ben Shapiro?
No.
Have I listened to him and had some shit go, oh, I never really kind of thought of it that way.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand that point of view being skewed and you enjoy it. But I get where you would get that idea from. I don't agree with it. I think it's fucking retarded. But I understand your point of view on it now. And as long as I can understand where you're coming from with it, that to me, I don't know. It just at least that way I understand where you're coming from.
He does have a lot of Jewish points. Just every time he talks, that's what gets to me. It's like
Yeah.
he wants to make it sound like it's
Space
not
lasers.
religious.
Yeah.
But then he just throws in those little details that are just very Judaism.
I'm
It's
sorry. I don't understand. I understand it's not a government law. It's not a constitutional amendment. It's not a thing. It was a suggestion. But the separation of church and state should be a fucking thing. Your
Yes.
government's your government. Your religion's your religion. They should not have any basis together
And
at fucking all. Because your religion will never let you treat everyone the same.
And I know we touch base with racism and religion, but me personally, I don't really try to hate anything. But if I did hate anything in life, it is religion.
Oh, yeah.
But it's because of what it does. So anybody out there, you want to know my opinion on it? Any woman, any black woman who does not follow, who hates the Christianity, religion side, denominations, anything, I respect you.
Yep,
I respect you to the
totally
fullest
understandable.
because I know you've read this fucking. And like I said, I'm not trying to bag on religion either. People find the comfort out of it.
Yep.
We've talked about that.
Yep.
Cool. If you find the best out of it, cool. But don't pressure anyone. If somebody wants to follow, they will.
Yep.
If I want to follow something, I will. But anybody out there who's stepped away, who sees this, who knows what's going on, who's seen all the oppression that's happened from the beginning times to Bible to whatever. It's like they're always talking about like, yeah, God help me find my keys. Okay, where the fuck was he during slavery? Whoa. So don't come at me with that bullshit. So if you want me not to attack this shit, I won't. But I'm just saying, fuck religion.
Jesus, help me find my keys. Really? What about the 300 years of slavery? There was a lot of car keys that need to be found for that time period. I know that there was mostly horse-drawn carriages and wagons, but there was a lot of people that were losing their bridles to put on the horse. So he was busy helping the white masters find the bridles so they could take the slaves to fucking sail.
Don't make me go through your Bible and nitpick it.
He didn't even favor his own people during the Holocaust.
Yeah. It's all of a sudden just,
Jesus was a Jew, correct? And he was just like, nah, it's good, man. Yeah, I was covering my right eye, so I didn't see that part of Germany at that point in time for like 3 years. I like the French was taking a vacation over there in the Riviera and just didn't bother to turn around and look back in that direction. My bad.
Oh,
I'm omnipotent. I'm just bad with directions.
Oh yes.
Oh.
So,
fuck.
If you really want us to rant, we will. But
Have we not been doing that?
Well, you should have heard today. Today we'll tell you about that one because that one was fucking awesome. So anybody out there who knows this, more power to you. You'll know what's going on. But anyways, client, getting tattooed. I didn't really know him too much, and he started asking me. He's like, "What's the tattoo on you that you regret the most? What's the one you don't like the most?" And I'm like, do I really hate some of my tattoos? Like, I was like trying to figure it out. And no, and then you guys came in and started ragging on. I'm like, wait a minute. Who is this guy? Like, I was trying to figure that shit out.
Here's the thing: is I see that motherfucker once or twice every other week.
Okay.
And he's a good dude, but I know I can fuck with him all day long. And I know one of his other boys that came in here, I know I can fuck with him because I was talking shit on him the other day when he was getting fucking worked on. Okay. So I know at least two of them had a sense of humor.
Okay.
The other two I've never fucking seen before.
Okay. So
but I know at least those other two that I can fuck with you all day long, and you're not gonna take it personally.
Was one of them the sweatpants dude?
No.
Okay,
that's the first time I've seen that one.
Okay,
but it was the one that it was getting worked on.
And then the one that brought the food.
Yeah, and then the one that brought the food. Because every time he gets out the fucking car to come into this fucking parlor, that motherfucker's got at least one bag of food.
Yes.
At least one. Whether he's getting tattooed or coming to see somebody, that's their food delivery hookup.
Yeah.
Like, every time that dude shows up, he's got fucking food. Yes. And that's the thing, is I will fuck with him and I will talk shit on him and I will bag on them all day long. But I know at the end of the day, when I see him next time, I'm like, that shit was funny, but you a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm totally cool with it. Because they never take it personally because they know it's all we do in here is talk hella shit. And those are my favorite people. And those are the people that every time we see them, they're like, y'all motherfuckers crack me up. You were fucking assholes, but you fucking crack me up. This is the only time, this is the reason I come here, because y'all just fuck with me the whole time I'm getting tattooed, and we can talk hella shit.
Yes. So one of his boys, the one that I wanted to talk about, I don't even know where our youth has gone. And this is why I don't know who to judge. Who can I judge here, people?
We're about to
Millennials?
sound real old here, folks.
Yeah, okay, well, sagging's not old. Sagging's been around for a while, but everybody knows what sagging is. We're not even going to go into the fucking details because it was basically something in prison, and until somebody realizes that, I'm not going to fight the cause.
Again, do your research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this guy comes walking in, and he's sagging.
Sweatpants! Gray, light heather gray sweatpants.
Yes, and he's even like holding them up, and half the time.
If you gotta walk and hold up your pants at the same time while you're wearing a sweatshirt over your shoulders like you're fucking Carlton.
Yes.
What the fuck was that about? Was he cold? Was it just his neck gets cold? Is that dope? Like, is that what you do now? You buy like a Nike like long sleeve and just throw it over you like a fucking bearskin rug or some shit?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. And just
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't fucking understand.
And then the client himself, when he got off the table, oh my God, he was walking out. He already knew we were clowning on him.
Yeah.
And I looked over at him like, oh my God, this motherfucker was sagging and flooding at the same time.
Yeah, got skinny jeans that only go down halfway down his calf, yet he's got to pull it halfway down his ass too.
I mean, you want my kids?
Just buy shorter pants then.
You want my kids hand-me-downs? I'm sure they
Right?
fit the same way. I mean, fuck. Oh my God, if you're gonna be like that and you're gonna step in here, trust me, we're gonna clown you. Because it's just funny.
Because it's fun. And props to him. Because I straight up opened that door and yelled at his homeboys, somebody come hold his hand before he starts to cry. And guaranteed, both his boys popped up in here and came back in and didn't realize that I was lowering them in just to fuck with them some more. But every one of them was like, all right, later, guys. We'll see you later. Fuck y'all, but peace out.
Yeah.
And guarantee you, I will see that motherfucker within 4 days. He will come back in and be, hey, what's up, Mike? Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? You know, and I'll make fun of his pants again. It'll be fine.
So yes.
There's a reason that it says we're all monsters here, not we're all PC here.
Yes.
And it's completely okay, and it's fun, and if you don't leave here with a small bit of emotional damage, I just don't feel like I've done my job.
It's gotta be fun.
I'm sorry.
It's gotta be fun.
I'm sorry.
There's a lot of folks who've been asking how come we don't even go live anymore on the Frankie's page.
Because we're too goddamn busy.
Yes. We're not trying to avoid it.
Yeah, I'm not avoiding it, but when we come in here, we're popping from like the get
You
go.
guys could be going live right now during the podcast.
No, this
No.
because this is the podcast. This is not
something
this
totally
is
different.
something fucking different. Yeah.
This right now, 2 G's and a mic.
The
What's up, man?
reason we haven't been going live is because Joe Biden gave money to everybody, and so did Trump, and they are coming and giving it to us.
Yeah.
So I will thank the government for making my job busy as shit lately and buying me some new kicks. I don't trust you, but I will take your hand-me-down money from everybody else that's getting it. Thank you, government.
And we're not trying to, I mean, we're trying to book everybody, but there's some people like, hey, do you have appointments sooner than this time? It's like, no,
But
I'm sorry. I'm not going to kick one of my clients out of their spot
Right.
just
Nope.
to.
If you are in the schedule and I have a cancellation, I may call you and say, hey, you want to come in early? But do not be like, hey, slap me in like 6. No. This is my shit. I do my shit how I want to do my shit. That's why I enjoy my fucking job. Because don't nobody tell me, oh, you gotta come to work Thursday. Do I? I have to schedule shit. Do I have to come in? I don't think I fucking do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do today? I'm gonna stay in bed till like 11:30, and I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go smoke a joint in the hammock, and I'm gonna lay there and be like, I'm not at work today. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do. You know why? Because I fucking can.
Yeah.
That's why I came back to this job. So I wasn't sitting in the cubicle. Words. So I wasn't sitting in a cubicle on a Monday morning looking at your motherfucking Snapchat of your ass off on a Monday, longboarding, while I'm sitting in the cubicle going, gee, I wish I could go have fun with the guys. That's why I walked in there on a Monday morning and sat down at my desk and went, yeah, no, I'm fuck this, I'm out.
You saw it. You knew what was going on.
Dude, like 3.5 weeks of you motherfuckers longboarding, me sitting there on a Monday just staring out the window going, I bet you it's a nice day out there. I bet you if you're in a longboard, I bet you there's probably a nice breeze. Boy, it'd be fun to just smoke a joint and some shorts right now and not be wearing a tie. And about 3 weeks of that, I walked in and I sat down and went, no, go fuck yourself.
And walked out.
And I did. I walked up, and I walked back in. And I was like, here's my badge. Like, well, why? Like, because I'm going home and I'm not coming back. Are you quitting? I'm pretty sure that's what I just fucking said. if I'm giving you my badge, that gives me direct entrance into the building, and I hand you that, so I can no longer get in the building, and I tell you I'm leaving and not coming back. That is a long ass way of saying I quit. And you know what I did? I quit.
During a lunch break too, huh?
No, it was before I even clocked in that morning.
Oh.
I was there at like 6:45. I had to be clocked in at 7. About 6:55, I was like, nah, fuck this. And I went the fuck home. And I went back to bed. And I slept peacefully for about 2 hours. And I got up and I went to the gym. And I had a nice fuck off day. And the next day I came past here because anybody that knows, when I left here, I didn't really leave here because every day after work, I came past the shop to talk to you guys to keep my fucking sanity. Mm. So basically, I just wasn't talking. I wasn't inking people. I was still here all the fucking time. Hell, I was still on live videos and shit when I wasn't fucking here.
Yeah.
So I waited till the next day and I came in and I sat down on the stairs and bullshitted with our boss and sat there for a while and you could see him just kind of staring at me, just looking at me, just like, are you gonna say it? Like
I'm just waiting for it.
Yeah, like he knew exactly what the fuck was going on. Like I hadn't told him I quit or anything. Like he could just see it, just like, I done. Are you just gonna say it? And I was like, so can I come back? And then legitimately, he was like, fuck, I've been waiting for you to ask. Yeah, come back tomorrow. Bring your shit in.
It was like you never left.
Yeah, I was like, oh cool, I gotta come in here and I'll set up a booth and I'm fucking back in here. It's fucking no big deal. I don't get it. I don't understand that. And that's one of the things that I don't get is letting yourself hate something so much and let it kill your soul and suck away all your joy, but you do it for the money. I don't understand the almighty dollar. That premise does not exist to me.
And sadly enough, it exists highly.
Well, a lot of people, that almighty dollar means fucking everything, and I don't get it. Trust me, I've been broke. I've been scraping together money to buy ramen noodles broke.
Yes.
And ramen noodles are 18 cents a fucking package.
Yep. It ain't even suck now, too.
I've been too broke to be bro. Okay? Like, I couldn't even afford to K. I was BRO. I was just broke. Like that, it was just, hey bro, you got $1? Hey bro, you got a quarter? Hey bro, you want to? I was broke. I was too broke to afford to K. I've been that motherfucker. And still, I'm on the other side of it now. I get that. Trust me, I get that. I get a disposable income and I enjoy the fuck out of it. Mm-hmm. But I don't understand all the pressure for the almighty dollar. That money is the end all, beat all, and I will do some shit that I hate to get that. To buy some shit to show off for a motherfucker that doesn't even fucking matter to me.
Who's basically all you're gonna do is just look down on you anyway.
Yeah. We work jobs we hate to make money we don't need, to buy shit we don't need, to show off to motherfuckers who don't matter.
Quote Eminem. Which is true though.
I don't understand it.
It's so true.
And I mean, trust me, judge me by the way I look, by the way I dress, and that's fine. You can say that shit all day long. I do that shit because I want to.
But yes, so many things out there in this world. There's a lot of things that pull us apart. Sometimes people have just a lot of hate built up inside of them, and I can understand that. There's a lot of things that people just find some kind of outing of whatever it is. It's just, what it gets to me is I don't understand why people want to do something bad. If you're gonna do something, don't do it out of retaliation, don't do it out of revenge, just don't do it at all. If you can literally look at yourself and say, cool, I'm a better person without it, don't do it at all. And yeah, it may sound petty, it may sound like, you're taking the high road out, but look at what it'll do for you later on. It's just, like I said before, I still believe that there's faith in humanity.
I believe in anything called love.
And I'm willing to fight for it too. I'm always willing to fight for it. And if you're gonna come at me with some kind of hate against that, that's fine. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
But don't get mad when I come at you with logic, reasoning. Just because it's just, I don't get how we're living in a world already. I've already been here decades, 40 years, and we're still fighting some of the same fucking stupid issues that we were fighting back in the 60s and the 70s. It's like, when the fuck are we gonna grow up?
You can go a lot further back than the 60s and 70s, bro.
I know, but I'm just, it's just to give kind of an enlightenment to someone. It's like we were listening to that podcast the other day, and I don't want to go into too much detail of it now because it's a whole other case. But the Hip Hop Uncensored, great fellas. They were talking to Jane Elliott, and they were talking about the reparations that people should get. And you studied you talked about that. And you said that, what about this and this and this? Yeah. What if it's just to that point, even myself, I don't know. I don't know who, where, and what to start with. I don't have that answer. As we say, we don't have that specific answer of where to start. But if you asked me, we're all here trying to be fucking somebody that we're not sometimes. So if we need to start somewhere, how about we start by being a fucking human being first?
Start with your goddamn self. Fix your shit. Because unless you got fucking 3 arms, we all the same goddamn person.
Mm-hmm.
Skin tone don't make you fucking different. Having some weird third fucking arm popping out of your chest makes you fucking different. Then you can talk to me about being different. White, black, Mexican. Guess what? You got 2 arms, you got 2 legs, you got 1 heart and a brain. You're the same fucking thing, just a different variant version. Doesn't fucking matter. I believe everything I love.